Hi everybody, welcome to our channel Stats Magic. So in this video, I would like to talk about one important problem that many face students and others also. But everybody may not reveal that or talk about that openly. But there are many in one time or the other, at one time or the other, facing this comparison problem, comparing with others, especially in their closed circle only. Comparison arises in closed circle only, not with some stranger or random person. Okay, mainly with their peers only. One has comparison with their peers only. Okay, that is the thing. So I will just read it. I have written it. Okay, comparison problem. I will read and explain. Okay, now this revelation or realization is the most important thing. What I am reading now. Comparison problem, cause and solution. Comparison problem arises when one's memory gets stuck in limited circle of information or limited information, you can say, and one suffers from. Comparison problem arises when one's memory gets stuck in limited circle of information and one suffers from comparison. Okay, this is the most important revelation. By the way, this is not in any book or anything. I have written it myself. Okay, now that is one thing. Now solution. I will explain actually the statement I read just now, that I will explain, but let me read completely. Solution. Now the solution part. Paying attention. So solution for the comparison problem. In order to overcome or reduce the comparison problem or overcome the comparison problem, the solution is paying attention on something or the other, but this is usually difficult. Okay, you can pay attention on your work intensely, you can work intensely, that you can do, but when the comparison problem is intense, this doesn't work. This is not that easy. So what you do is, because you should be able to focus completely. If you are able to focus completely, then it's well and good, but otherwise, so pay attention on that which draws attention fast. So whatever draws your attention quickly, pay attention on that, like watching an interesting movie or web series or any interesting program, or playing an interesting game like chess, or playing any sport one likes, such as playing football, in which body also gets exhausted, which is very good. Okay, now this has to be done. Whatever the solutions have said, this has to be done regularly, like few times in a day or few times in a week. Okay, that is one thing. Coming to watching a movie, it is best if you watch it in a theater with that big sound, big visuals and big sound, and big screen. If you watch, that is well and good. That is one thing. And okay, playing interesting games, chess and all, football and all, that is anyway there. But one thing you should not do is scrolling, watching reels and shorts. That you should not do. That also takes your attention, but that is one thing that you should not do, because that has negative effects actually. Watching a movie is fine. In an interesting movie, watching an interesting movie, that is fine, because it is a long term. You will be involved in the story. That is very good actually. But shorts and reels is very, I would say, dangerous. Shorts and reels are dangerous. They are not solution to anything. Okay, anyway, and then there are other solutions such as journaling. So writing your feelings, emotions and everything in a book, you can write down like that. So these are the methods are also there. So journaling is there, and some meditation techniques are there, yoga asanas, kriya yoga. So powerful yoga methods are there. Especially those things have to be learnt and done that regularly. That is one thing. But if one is doing regularly, that is well and good actually. These comparison problems and won't arise much actually. Even if they arise, again this becomes the solution. And other than that, we have catharsis, something like catharsis, gibberish, where they will be having some steps and there, some making some powerful sounds, and which includes dancing also. Okay, jumping, dancing, all these things will be there in some spiritual, as a part of some spiritual methods. There will be the spiritual teachers will be masters will be providing these things also, which are very much required, especially for this modern race. In order to overcome these comparison problems and other some modern problems, whatever they are, mental problems, these things are done. Okay, that is one thing. So whatever the meditation, these techniques, what we have said as a solutions, what they do is they work on the body, mind and energies. So whatever it is, it should work on body, mind and energies also. That's why body should get exhausted. And journaling, writing your feelings, emotions, it's directly working on your mind. Okay, then whatever works on the mind will be having its effect on the body and energies, and whatever working on the body also have effect on the energies and mind. But how that is done, how much intensely you are doing it, depends on that. Especially this yoga related things, they work on the energy, kriya yoga and all. So if they work on the energy, that means it is working even deeper. Okay, energy means even deeper thing. Body is a surface thing. Next level, next deeper thing is the mind. Next deeper thing is the energy. So like that, if you are doing something that is working on the energy, it is very good actually. It will have its effect on the body mind. That is one thing. So these are the solutions. Okay, some work on mind first, such as journaling. Then that which works on the consciousness, Okay, body mind energy is fine. Then that which works on the consciousness is what you are reading now. That means what I am reading and what you are listening now. That is realizing by oneself what the cause of comparison is, and that realizing or seeing itself frees you from it. But this is very hard, very hard. If it happens, it is easy, but it doesn't happen, then obviously this becomes the solution. Body level, mind level, energy level solutions, what we have discussed now, even playing a game and all, watching a movie and doing other practices and all, these are the things that work on body mind energy as a solution. But other than that, which is working on the consciousness directly itself and directly, it frees you from comparison problem and similar other problems is the realizing by yourself. Okay, see, that's what I said in the beginning of the video. I will explain after reading the solution. I will explain that. Now I will explain what I read in the starting statement about the comparison problem. I will just complete it. What the cause of comparison is, and that realizing or seeing itself frees you from it. Then you can anyway go with above solutions, because above solutions are not only for comparison problem, but they have main purposes such as spiritual, health and recreation, etc. Whatever the, especially meditation, journaling, yoga asanas, whatever I said, catharsis, gibberish, whatever I said as a part of solution. So their main purpose is not comparison problem actually. Their main purpose is spiritual growth and health benefits and other recreational things. So games and all are recreational things. Watching movie in theater and also playing games, yes, these are all the recreational things, also work as a recreational thing. But the most important thing is realizing. That's why for you in order to realize, I am making this video and explaining this. Okay, so if you realize in a deeper way, as a solution you are working on the body mind, all these exercises, yoga, so playing games and all is fine as a method on body, mind and energies. But realizing for yourself, these things should be done compulsory. These solutions, whatever I have said, which work on body, mind, energies, that should be done compulsorily. Whether you realize or do not realize, you should do compulsory. Okay, but if you realize by yourself, then that's a next level kind of thing. With that, you can do this practices also, which is well and good. Which is anyway, I have other. Actually, main purpose is different for that. So this is not just as this is the side purpose. Comparison problem. This is the side purpose for that. But the main is the spiritual health and all. Now, the thing is that realizing for yourself this cause of comparison problem. So again I will read that. Comparison problem arises when one's memory gets stuck in limited circle of information. This realization, if you get for yourself, it is then nothing like it. Then that comparison problem you won't have. Because when you realize, again you have to work on it. You have to, okay, this is the thing I realized, then you will be free from it. But again it may attack some other time. So this realization you can keep in your mind. So this realization should be remembered also. This realization is fine, you realize this, okay, this is the cause for comparison, but you have to remember this. So whenever that comparison problem is going to attack you in the future time also, at a different time in the future also, if you remember this realization I have, okay, this is the comparison problem, this is the cause of it, then you'll be free. How you will be free? Let us discuss now. Comparison problem arises when one's memory gets stuck in limited circle of information, one suffers comparison problem. So what this means is, so comparison problem arising when one's memory, that means your memory getting stuck in limited information. That means limited information you have about, if you are working, if you are a student with others, your peer getting good marks as a competition, you may be having comparison, or they may be achieving some award or whatever, some merit or whatever, and you are a little back on that. They may be first, you may be second, like that. Okay, so you may be having that comparison. Or in your colleagues, if you are an employee in a particular job or office, so some other employees may be getting appreciation or reward from boss and others, and they are achieving their targets. So you may be comparing and feeling bad about you. So for this, what you should do is, the realization is this: comparison is arising comparison arising when your memory gets stuck in limited information. Now whatever the example I have taken, that is your limited information. Please remember, that is your limited information, and that gets running, that gets running in your mind, and you will be suffering from that. Okay, the boss appreciated, that person got medal or award, or he is achieving his target, or earning more than me, or got promotion, I didn't get. So now you are suffering with that, especially if that person is at same level as you, started along with you, but now he is rising, he or she may be rising. Now you are having this comparison problem. Okay, so for that, anyway, some other things are there. For this, should not compare like that. Be mature. Everybody has their own time. You just work on your, all these things are fine, but that is fine. But mainly, the main cause is memory getting stuck in limited information. So limited information means getting running in your mind. Limited information gets running in your mind means whatever the example I have taken, so for that employee who is comparing with the other person and those images are getting running, that means image of a boss and employee is there in front of everybody, or personally appreciating that person or giving medal from this or giving promotion, that images gets running in the mind. Okay, and the thoughts and images, the thoughts will be thoughts running in the mind in the form of images. Thoughts gets running in the mind in the form of images. With that, this person will be suffering from this comparison problem. Now the realization is this only. This itself is the realization. That limited thing is running in my mind. Why should I? Now you know the cause. Now you should work on the solution. So why should I? The root cause is this one. Why should I make my mind or make myself run that limited information run in my mind? I have many other things to do. No, I have many other things to do. We have mobile itself around. I can watch a movie also. I can engage myself for 2-3 hours in that movie completely. If it is an interesting, you will forget. You will naturally forget. You are not putting any effort. So this is important. That's why these solutions which I told now, the solutions which I read now, which are working on the body, mind, emotions, that becomes important. Why? Because naturally you are getting involved in that. See, it is not effort. With effort, it doesn't work like that. If you put effort, no, I should not make that limited information run in my mind. I should not compare with other person or persons. If you do effort like that, there is no way that you will come out of it, because as Sadhguru says, in our mind there is only multiplication and addition. There is no subtraction and division. Okay, if I say do not think of monkeys, only monkeys will be running in your mind. If I say do not think of elephants, only elephants will be running in your mind. Okay, that is the problem with the mind. That's why other methods are that deviate you from this thing, from this problem, that deviate you, that takes your attention to other things. Then that itself is the solution. The only problem is your attention is on this, and here you are suffering. If you put your attention on something else that draws your attention, then you forget this thing. That is one way. But the most important thing, as I said, is that this realization itself, that is which is working on the consciousness itself. Please see, body is the surface thing. Okay, and the deeper thing is the mental body or the mind. Again, the deeper thing is the energy. Again, the deeper thing is the consciousness. But consciousness, energy is one and the same. We usually call it. We need not differentiate. You can take energy and consciousness as one and the same. But actually, consciousness is the even deeper thing. Shiva Shakti we call. Shiva consciousness and Shakti is energy. That is the symbolism. Symbolically, we say Shiva Shakti, consciousness and energy. Okay, the more deeper thing is the more core thing, and the main thing is the consciousness. Okay, from that energy, and from energy, mind and body. That is the thing. So this realization is working on the consciousness. That means if you, it is not that me telling and you listening, this is okay, this is fine, this is very good, because okay, you know the now, you know the cause, and you can think about it. But for yourself, even when I am saying also, within you, if that touches your consciousness core, this is super, okay, this is the cause for my comparison, then if it touches you deeply, then that itself becomes a realization for you. It is not that you yourself should, when I say also, that realization may occur to you, that thing. So if in that sense, if realization occurs to you, then that nothing like that, that is working even deeper. Okay, deeper than the body, mind, energy, this consciousness is the even more deeper thing. Okay, that is the thing you have to know and work on it. Okay, now after realizing, what you do is, now you consciously shift your attention, shift your focus to some other things. Okay, even then, let's say again some other time this comparison problem is coming to you, then what you do is, there is nothing to do. Let it be, let it play in your mind or whatever. Only thing is, you just focus on your mind, and what are the solutions we have taken, definitely take up that solutions. Okay, watch a movie in a theater, or dance, or take one song and dance, or do exercise, catharsis. Many meditation, many things are there. Okay, whether you work on your body and exhaust the body, that works well, do that, or working on the mind, meditation, journaling, that you do, whatever it is. But I want to explain the main cause and the solutions, and especially the importance of this realization itself. Okay, comparison problem arises when your memory gets stuck in limited information or limited circle of information. Yeah, thank you.